Hey, I have a battle and I'm using my team that I've been using for the past while, and this was taken in last week or so. As you can see, Shift Tree is still here, and he has more of a standard-ish team. Not really standard, he has Rotom and Probopass and stuff. He doesn't have too many things that are really threatening to my team besides a couple things if I lose Seismitoad, and that's about it. So I'm going to start off leading with Person as he has no ghost types. So I'm not even going to fake out, I'm just going to switch directly out into Seismitoad as he goes to the Volt switch. And I take that because I'm ground, and I'm just going to set up my rocks right here, I believe. I did not watch this over before recording this, so I'm just going to go as if this were live. I switch out into Rotom because there's no reason for me to stay in to take the potential grass move. If he goes to the knockoff or something, Rotom doesn't mind too much and can retaliate with the Air Slash or even the U-turn because he has no Pokemon to take it, but I actually predicted him to switch or stay in. He's not going to switch to Typhlosion, so I just went for the Will-O-Wisp, and I'm going to proceed to Volt Switch out, probably into Seismitoad to take this on best. And I do go into Seismitoad. I guess I could have gone into Sock to scare him with a close combat, but no, he does have the Granbull, so I was paying attention during this battle, unlike I am now. He goes back into Shift Tree as I'm just going to Scald and probably not get the burn. But actually I do get the burn. What am I talking about? So I'm probably going to stay in this turn as he goes to the Defog, and I'm just going to Hidden Power Fire. And going to be enough to take him out after the burn, so that's awesome. Shift Tree down and Seismitoad's still alive. I'm still able to get up my rocks at some point. He brings in Typhlosion. I'm going to switch out to Rotom, and he goes for the Hidden... I thought he was going to go for the Hidden Power Grass, but he didn't. He actually goes for the Eruption and takes out Rotom, which is extremely unfortunate. I do think he's Spec, so I go into my Liepard to outspeed him and knock off. I guess he predicted Sucker Punch or even just knock off, so he went into Granbull, and I knock off its leftovers, which is always good on Granbull. I'm just going to go right back to Seismitoad, which is somehow still at 100% of health, and that's crazy. So Granbull comes in and goes for the Play Rough, and it's going to do a little bit, but I'm just going to proceed to get my rocks back up as they are there to stay for the rest of the game now. So two things weak to that, which is very good for me, and I'm going to be able to take the Probopass out with an Earth Power that I did not reveal yet, so that's awesome. I had been going for the Scald intentionally, just for a moment like that. He brings in the Sock, and I'm able to live a close combat from 1%, which is crazy. I do have a very weird EV spread on my Seismitoad. I think it's a little unique, but it happens to live and not live sometimes, and that was just one of the times where I just happened to live and get the burn, which actually really does suck. I forgot that. And I'm going to be able to get that much more residual damage and pretty much cripple the Sock for the rest of the game. And I'm going to be able to go into my Persian just to fake out for the kill and be in a good position right here. He goes into his Granbull as he's able to completely counter me, forcing me to U-turn out. And it's a tough position because Granbull can hit anything on my team hard at this point in the game, so I'm just going to go into Sock, seeing as it's not very useful against his team, outsped by everything. Besides Granbull, which does counter it. I do have the Poison Jab, but hey, I was thinking I could go into Kangaskhan right like this, and nothing really wants to take a fake out on his team like this Rotom, which I get a crit with the fake out, which does suck, and he shows me lefties, and so that's definitely more of a bulky defensive set. And I go into Liepard not wanting to take the Will-O-Wisp. One of my two, well, pretty much the fake out core is left now, so definitely don't want those guys burned, and I'm just going to U-turn out, thinking that he wouldn't go for the Will-O-Wisp twice, but he does. That was the most amazing play I've seen by this player, and I did not know this was Kanwe, and he told me after the battle was over that this is in fact Kanwe, and he, as you can see, has been playing very smart, very well, except for the Shift Tree play. I would say that's not very smart. But other than that, he got two players burned on the double Will-O-Wisp, which was very smart on his part, because I could have stayed in to knock him off or done a couple of other things. But I just wanted to switch into my Kangaskhan to take the any special hit, really, showing me that he was more defensive. He definitely wasn't going to be hitting very hard, even though Rotom does have a naturally high, I think 105 base special attack, so it does hit very hard. He brings in Typhlosion, and I do believe I'm going... Oh, he misses the Fire Blast. As I did think I was convinced he was specs on how he played versus my Seismitoad. That was very risky. Had I stayed in and just Earth Powered when he Eruptioned, it could have been very bad for him now that he shows me that he's Scarfed and he misses that. So that miss will matter for the game, I will say that much. So I do believe I take the Rotom out here with a Double Edge, or actually it lives and is able to probably take me out with the Thunderbolt. Yep. And I'm just going to be able to go into my Persian, so there's no way, no how that I could win this game. Um, Unless he seriously pulls through right here with some crazy play, because feint does not kill. We calced it, and I happened to get a crit, so that was crazy. He definitely deserved that game. I think the double burn was what won him the game. I could have played smarter and foddered Liepard, but I really was convinced he wasn't going to attack. Either way, great game, and stay tuned for an amazing, even better game for tomorrow, but that game was very well. Great game, Conway, and I'll see you guys later.